Well, you see why he was the Modified Tour champion in 1988. A fine run for the number 55. With the advantage over Nathan Harrison, and Payne takes the lead in the number 28. Kevin Livingood runs second. Bill Cody comes on strong on the inside with a gold and white Monte Carlo, and he's got third. Steve Gaynor works his way into fourth. Jonas makes a bit on the outside, gets way up high going through turns 3 and 4. He tucks it down low to try to hold off Mike Parks. Halfway point, 5 in the record books, 5 to go. It's Bob Payne on top, Kevin Livingood runs second. Steve Gaynor makes the move on the inside of Cody. And Cody and Gaynor come together. Gaynor, driving superbly, holds on to his spot. A little bit of bumper tag going on here as Jonas gets into the rear of Steve Gaynor and spins him around. An accusing finger gets pointed at Jim Jonas. Meanwhile, we've got a lead change. Lap number 8 is led by Kevin Livingood, who has overhauled Bob Payne for the lead position. White flag. Payne looks to come back on the inside. And here's the checker. The win goes to Kevin Livingood. Down the back straightaway, Kevin Bowmaster and Steve Marion bringing the field into turn number 3. Here they come. Green is out. Off into the early race lead goes car number 442. We've got trouble as Kevin Bowmaster goes around and Scooter Adams is involved. Under green as both cars are able to come back out onto the racing surface. Battle for the lead as Steve Marion is feeling the pressure from Bill Johnston. Here comes Johnston on the outside in car number 74. He moves into contend off turn number 4. Johnston continues to work the outside groove. Marion, however, has the advantage. Here comes Johnston into turn number 3. Working the high side in car 74. As they head down the back
straightaway. It is still Marion with the advantage. Johnston gets a good bite once again going into turn number 3. Bowmaster goes around again in car 52. However, he is off the racing surface and looks to come back on, so no yellow will be displayed. Car number 74, Bill Johnston moves into the lead in turns 3 and 4. He gets just a bit sideways, but he holds on. Fine race so far for Bill Johnston. Marion runs in position number 2. Then it is the 66 Vermont of Buzzy Diggs. Car 32, Harvey Swan runs in position number 4. Here comes Tom Stone in car 39. Stone takes 5th, Meany is 6th, and it's Burgess, Payne, Steinist, and Talbot. 7 laps down, 8 to go for the 74 of Bill Johnston. Halfway marker is out. Here comes Stone on the outside of Harvey Swan. The two make contact, but Stone is able to take over position number 4. Buzzy Diggs battles with Steve Marion for the 2nd spot. Both of their rear view mirrors are full of the blue and white Camaro. Here comes Stone. He is now in 3rd. He gets tagged by Buzzy Diggs and holds on to position number 3, but in his sight is the 442 of Steve Marion. Lap traffic or slower traffic could become a problem for Bill Johnston as he tries to work his way around Ron Barnes in car 17 Mass. Well, looks like this event will be running without a caution. Here comes Tom Stone in car 39 looking to battle with the 74. Johnston, however, holds on. Here they come through slower traffic. Tom Stone moves into contend. He now takes over position number 2 and looks to battle for the lead. The two make contact. Tom Stone tries to move in, but apparently has a problem as he drops off the pace with car 39. Well, just a bit. He's still running in position number 2, and that is certainly a good effort by car number 39, who got just a bit crossed up. He's been able to hold on real nicely this afternoon. Bill Johnston continues to hold on to the number 1 spot. Here comes Stone once again on the inside. 3 wide as Kevin Brew backs out in car 48. Here comes Stone. He takes the lead just like that with car number 39. White flag is out. Johnston falls to 2nd. Then it is Steve Marion running a fine race in car 442 now in 3rd. Now here they come through turns 3 and 4 down to the checker. Tom Stone, car number 39, takes down the victory. Trouble develops on the very last circuit as Dave Meany gets crossed up with the 15 Mass. Tom Stone secures a victory once again with car number 39. You got to give a lot of credit to Bill Johnston in car 74, taking down a fine 2nd. And 3rd, we'll go to the 442 of Steve Marion.
Yeah. Everything out. Huh? How come my wife's everything out? What happened here? What? See what happened. Okay, 39.
Car number 39, Tom Stone takes down another victory this season, finishing in the 2nd spot. A fine run for Bill Johnston in car number 74, and 3rd to the 442 of Steve Marion. Momentarily, John Birdie will be going trackside with our winner, Tom Stone.
Just for a quick round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. How many people feel that Reggie Ricciero will be in victory lane this afternoon? How many people want to see the Jet Jamie Tomato bring it home? How about Mike Stefanik in car number 15? What about the number 77 of Rick Fuller? Well, we will find out in a moment or two as the drivers are buckling in, make the final preparations, and we should be set to go green flag racing here at the Monadnock Speedway for the Whitcomb Enterprise 150.
lost a wave. Keep it going right here to the start-finish line, heading for turn number 1. Keep it going. We got to make it all the way through turn number 1. Great job. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the NASCAR Winston Modified Tour. George Kent will sit on the inside of row number 1. In car number 21, the Southern New England Eggs Chevrolet. To his immediate right, a gentleman who has not won thus far the 1990 Winston Modified Tour, but has become very, very close. The driver is Doug Hebron out of Liverpool, New York. Third starting spot goes to the Jet. He is the current point leader on NASCAR's Modified Tour. Jamie Tomano out of Howell, New Jersey. Rick Fuller alongside in car number 77. Alongside, on the inside, row number 3, is the number 9 of Eddie DeHunt, the start-finish Productions Ford 12. And to his immediate right is the number 7 of Tiger Tom Baldwin out of Belfort, New York. We will look for the pace car to pull the infield. Ken Smoke, green flag in hand. It's George Kent on the inside. The 3 of Hebron to the outside. Jamie Tomano and Rick Fuller waiting in the wings. Let's go Modified Tour Racing here in Monadnock on their way. George Kent, number 21, coming out to lead the Jet, following in pursuit car number 2. Behind to the outside is the 3 of Hebron as the number 9 of DeHunt gets sideways. We have a barrel up in turn number 4. No caution has been displayed, but now the caution comes out. Turns number 3 and 4. Kent to the inside, Tomano alongside. Pace car to the infield. Let's go. Green flag racing here at the Monadnock Speedway. A little pushing, a little shoving, but George Kent comes out on top of number 21. Rick Fuller down low, looks for reaching room down, gets that car a bit sideways out of turn number 4. Here comes Tom Baldwin in car number 7 with a beautiful move to the inside to take over the number 3 spot. In tow is Jamie Tomano. Tomano goes high to the outside, down the back straightaway. They hit for turns 3 to 4. The car is spring out, nose to tail, right to an inch goal. The number 5 position with Tony Hirschman and Jerry Marquis following suit. George Kent, a Horseheads New York campaigner, veteran Modified Tour chauffeur, has that number 21 hooked up down low the inside, but he's got about over 77 of Rick Ford knocking at his door. 8 of Jeff Ford gets a bit sideways as he comes out of number turn number 4. But brings it down low and rolls back in the line. Let's go back to the front of the pack. 21 of George Kent, 77 of Ford, the 7 of Baldwin. Let's do of Tomano, Mike Duanisco, number 36. 01 of Hirschman, that's 73 of Marquis. As they come around for the completion of lap number 10, it's still George Kent on top. He's been leading from initial greens. We have a pop over at turn number 4. We have 4 cars involved. Here the number 63 of Larry Moore, the number 11 of John Hoffman, the number 4 of Satch Worley, and the number 9 of Eddie DeHunt. So the yellow comes out on lap number 11. Considerable damage done to the number 11 automobile as you get to help him out to get him back into the competition. We also have the tow truck side drops out, and they'll be looking to get the green. They begin to stand on it. The green is out. Tom Baldwin works the inside of Rick Fuller. The battle's on for the second position. Advantage down the backstretch goes to Rick Fuller, but Tom Baldwin, the Tiger, coming on strong on the inside. He begins to push on the back bumper at George Kent's car, and he moves into the second spot. So it's Tiger Tom Baldwin in second, Rick Fuller back to third, Jamie Tomano fourth, Mike Uanisco runs fifth. Reggie Ruggiero looks to the outside of Doug Hebron, decides to drop back in line. Baldwin takes a peek underneath the number 21. George Kent continues to lead the 7 of Baldwin 1 second, and Baldwin is knocking on the door of Kent. 77 of Ricky Fuller runs through the 2 of Jamie Tomano, 36 of Uanisco, 73, a good run for Jerry Marquis. Now the number 1 is Tony Hirschman on the 3 of Hebron on the 44 of Rodrigo. Back to the front as they come to the stripe once again with 22 laps into the record book. They call the Duke Horse in New York, George Kent. And got the track nailed down. Applefield is the number 2. Tommy Bowen. His best run probably thus far. The Winston Modified Gopher 1990 currently runs in that number 2 position. Ricky Fuller hit off the pace third in the 77. Tomato looking low this time in turn 3. And boarding car number 2 and Mike Unesco rounds out the top 5. Reggie Ruggiero will be looking for race room high to the outside of the 3 of Doug Hebron as those cars move down the back straightaway and into turn 3 too. Reggie makes the move down low but can't do it this time around. They cross the stripe again. It is still the 21 of George Kent, the 7 of Baldwin, the 77 of Rick Fuller, car number 2, Jamie Tomato, number 36 of Mike Unesco, and a good run for Jerry Markey in car number 73. 25 laps into the record book, 125 circuits remain. George Kent begins to pull away a bit from Tom Baldwin at number 77, and tires just like tell the story here at Monadnock this afternoon. It is virtually nose-to-tail action as Kent begins to increase his sizable lead in car number 21. The Southern New England takes the Spearpoint Auto Machine, and the number 7 is number 2 once again is Tom Baldwin. Third is Fuller, and Spoke began the bell from car number 73 of Jerry Marquis. Marquis having his problems now with 29 laps into the record book. Black flag coming out from Kenny Icicle this time around as Marquis dumping fluid onto the racetrack. The black flag has been displayed. Here's John Birdie.
Well, no doubt about it, Mike. We have a definite problem for the PT-73 entry of Jerry Marquis. He is receiving the black flag, and this time around he has acknowledged it. He's bringing down the number PT-73 to the pit area. Tough break for Jerry Marquis, one of the more popular competitors in weekly competition here at Monadnock Speedway. Meanwhile, back in the front of the pack, it is George Kent really dominating the action. He is stretching out his lead over second place runner Tommy Baldwin. Rick Fuller still holds on to the third position with Jamie Tomato in fourth and Mike Unesco in the fifth spot. Then we drop off a little bit back to Tony Hirschman, who's in the sixth position. And in the hot spot on the track, the battle for the seventh spot between Doug Hebron and Reggie Ruggiero, with Ruggiero putting it the Magnum number 44 underneath Hebron, and he has moved up a position at the expense of Hebron. So Reggie Ruggiero's got the seventh spot. He is going after Tony Hirschman. Laps in a record book. Now we're completing number 36. Reggie Ruggiero closing in quite quickly on the back bumper of Tony Hirschman's Universal Joint number 1. Rick Fuller begins to turn the heat up on the back bumper of Tom Baldwin's number 7 New York. As Fuller, he's got a spin. It's the number 7 New York, second place man, Tiger Tom Baldwin's bad luck continues to plague him as he spins out on the backstretch, bringing out the yellow flag. The NASCAR Winston Modified Tour pace car will be coming back out on the speedway on lap number 38 as the yellow flag comes out for Tiger Tom Baldwin from Bellport, New York. He has been having a super tough season, and that bad luck continues here at Monadnock Speedway.
Ready and set once again for green flag action. Kent with a hammer down, looking good. And the green flags, we're back racing once again. There goes the Duke. George Kent, car number 21, a bit sideways coming out of turn number 2. The 77 of Rick Fuller knocking at his back door. Tom Baldwin looking to get that lap back in car number 7. The 2 of Jamie Tomato runs in position number 3. Fourth spot goes to the 36 of Unesco. And here comes the red. Reggie Ruggiero, who started back in the 10th spot, has now moved into position number 5. In the Vector Racing Engine Magnum Engine Oil Pontiac. They come out of turn number 2 and motor down the back straightaway, heading for the third and fourth quarter. George Kent, Rick Fuller, Jamie Tomato, Mike Unesco, and the red round out the top 5. It's nose-to-tail action here at Monadnock with 45 laps into the record book. And a bit sideways now as he comes out of turn number 4. We'll keep an eye on the progress of his Goodyear Racing Eagles as again tires will tell the story here on the quarter mile of Monadnock Speedway. They call him the Duke, and he is yet to win the 1990 of the Winchester Modified Tour. He will look for victory lane checkers this afternoon here at Monadnock. 47 1/2 laps completed. Rick Fuller, LS77 continues to hold down the number 2 spot. Jamie Tomato, the current point leader of the Winchester Modified Tour, he was in position number 3. And the 4th spot goes to UNSCO, the 36, with the wedge knocking on his back, scoring car number 44. Here comes the pack once again on the third quarter across the stripe again. 50 laps in the record books, 100 to main, and here's John Birdie.
Well, indeed, Mike, the race so far has been with Reggie Ruggiero. Threading the needle coming up from his 10th starting position. He's already advanced 4 positions. He's up in the 6th spot. He's trying to move into the top 5, trying to overhaul Mike Uinitsko with 51 laps in the record book. George Kent still holding on to that lead position. Rick Fuller running in the 2nd spot. Again, we remind you, Tom Baldwin, 7 New York, is a car just 1 lap down. Our 3rd place running car is the number 2 automobile of Jamie the Jet Tomato. Then it's the fight that's going on between Mike Uinitsko and Reggie Ruggiero for that next position. Jeff Fuller begins to come to life as he's managed to get by Doug Heveron, and he is starting to make his move as we have reached a little bit over 1/3 the distance of the Bob Whitcomb Enterprises 150. Reggie Ruggiero making contact with the back bumper of Uinitsko's 36. Reggie goes to the outside, and he picks up a spot at the expense of Uinitsko. Meanwhile, on the front stretch, we've got a spin. It's Mike Stefanik, the 1989 Tour champion, spinning into the infield with the Casella speed number 15, and he brings out a yellow flag. Pace car will be coming around picking up the leader, George Kent. Well, Mike, count up. We're about ready for that restart. And the green flag comes down once again as the cars head for turns number 1 and 2. 10-year leader, the 77 runs second. Tony Hirschman spinning on the back chute in car number 1. And we look for a caution flag to come out this time. Now the wedge seat for the lead. Green flag flies. Here goes George Kent once again, about 21, 77 to 4. Here comes the wedge. Reggie Ruggiero, the hammer down with number 44. Then it is the 2 of Jamie Tomato and car number 8 with a fine run for Jeff Fuller out of Auburn, Massachusetts. Horseheads, New York, George Kent, current race leader. MI number 21, Ricky Ford second. And yellow caution coming out once again for Satch Worley in the number 4 Mystic River Marina automobile. In the 44 through to the back bumper, green flag 5, and they're off and on their way. A blanket battle as the cars go between turns 1 and 2. Watch it out, Rick Fuller high to the outside. Loses 2 spots, but hangs on as George Kent comes across the stripe once again, and here comes the wedge. Yes, indeed, Mike. It's Reggie Ruggiero taking advantage of a slight slip-up on the part of Rick Fuller, and he's got the 2nd position. Now he goes to work on our race leader, George Kent. The Duke is in trouble, and also Tony Hirschman is in trouble. As Hirschman loops around the Vecchio number 1. Yellow flag comes out.
Tony Hirschman having a rough afternoon. He's starting to get an idea what it feels like to be a revolving door. Yellow flag coming out once again on lap number 72. Pontiac Grand Prix pace car will be exiting the speedway between turns 3 and 4, and we are approaching the green. There it is. And just as we thought, on a restart, Rick Fuller would go to work on the inside of Reggie Ruggiero, but look at the Reg come back on the outside with vengeance. And Ruggiero fights off Rick Fuller, taking back the second position. Tommy Bowles is coming up on the inside. Look at Tommy Bowles with a 76. As he's up to contend on the inside of Jamie the Jet Tomeno. Ruggiero tried to sneak underneath the number 21 of 10. We've got a spin at the start-finish line. And it is Tom Bowles with number 76. Yellow flag coming out on lap number... Well, we don't want to go green flag, maybe not this time around. Door handle, and we look for green flag action, and they're on their way. Wheel-to-wheel competition, courtesy of the Winston modified door. There goes the Reg to the outside, jumping out into position number 1. Falling back to second is the 21 of Kent. Then the 77 of 4. Here comes Tomeno high to the outside. Car number 2, with Mike Duanisco in tow. Reggie Ruggiero from Floresville, Connecticut. Hammer down, off and on his way in the Magnum Auto Best Racing Engine number 44. The 77 of 4. Hook along with the 36 of Ewan Isco. The field closed in turns 3 and 4, but the action continues in the front of the pack. It is Reggie Ruggiero. Yellow caution once again has been displayed here at the Monadnock Speedway. As we had trouble up in turn number 2, Mike Stefanik in car number 15, and the 8 of Jeff Four. Well, it's been a sunny afternoon, and we've seen some great racing action so far this afternoon. Pace car begins to move away from the front of our starting field, goes into the infield, and we're ready for that restart. Reggie Ruggiero gets the jump, and Jamie Tomeno takes advantage of George Kent, moves into the second position. George Kent back to third, and Mike Ioannitsko really getting a good restart. He's moved into the 4th spot. Through turn number 4. Jamie Tomeno making sure he keeps Reggie Ruggiero within striking distance. Turn number 4, it's Eddie DeHaan looping around the start-finish Productions number 9 Ford Pro. Yellow flag comes out on lap number 99. ...102 laps into the Whitcomb Enterprises 150 here at Monadnock. Single file restart since we have achieved the 100 lap mark. Caution still being displayed as the pace car will pick up the field once again on the racing room and pull down low on the track. Ready now and set for action once again. We look for the green flag, and they're on their way. The story remains the same for the Ridge. In car number 44, Tomato, hot pursuit in car number 2. Running third is Kent, number 21. The 36 of units go, the 77 of 4. Nose to tail action down the back straightaway. 106 laps about to be put into the record book. And the Ridge is on the rails. Jamie Tomato will throw through high to the inside and to the outside. We're trying to get behind the 44 of Rochelle. Dylan Kent third spot. UNS go in fourth. The 77 of Richmond is fifth. Of White Sabbatics back in action and have inbounds down the rover on the inside of the racetrack. 108 laps are down. Reggie Ruggiero, Jamie Tomato, the 21 of Kent, the 36 of the UNESCO, and the 77 of 4. Those 5 cars are battling here at the Monadnock Speedway for the Bob Whitcomb Enterprises Whitcomb 150. 110 laps about the order. The record books in here, John again. Thank you very much, Mike, as Reggie Ruggiero still continues to lead this race. There are a couple of pleasant surprises that are going on. It's a fine run being turned in by Richie Gallup in the number 32 car and the number 48 of Doug Walcott. The number 32 car, this being the second car off the jig down at Sherwood Industries, and the sister car, the car that is leading this race, the number 44 of Reggie Ruggiero. So they have to be very proud of the efforts and the run being turned in by Richie Gallup, as well as Doug Walcott, who's doing a fine job with the number 48, even though he's receiving pressure right now from Tony Hirschman. He is really up for the occasion and holding off Hirschman. Mike Stefanik running very slowly. Of course, the only reason why he's trying to stay out there is to pick up as many points as he can, as he's seeking to repeat his title as a NASCAR Modified Tour champion. Tony Hirschman has managed to get by Doug Walcott. So Hirschman runs into 7th position, and he begins to set his sights on Richie Gallup in a number 32 automobile. Meanwhile, Reggie Ruggiero begins to put a couple of car lengths cushion between himself and our second place runner, Jamie Tomato. Action heats up for position number 6 on the racetrack as Tony Hirschman has closed right into the back bumper of Richie Gallup. We have a problem over in turn number 1. We have a race car off of the racing surface. And the yellow flag comes out once again as Tommy Baldwin goes off the apron area into turn number 2. Baldwin able to back his car up and resume racing action. Baristo and the 7704. Let's go back to green flag action in Monadnock. Ruggiero has had his problems in car number 44. He moves down low to the apron on the inside. A tough race for the Ridge again. Here comes Jamie Tomato. He is your current race leader. George Kent runs second. 36 of UNS go third, 4. And then the 3 of Richie Gallup. Continues to pace the field with 126 laps down. George Kent knocking on his door. UNS go. Ricky Ford, number 3 of Richie Gallup. Good nose to tail action down the back straightaway this time around. Caution has come out here at Monadnock. Engraving automobile. Rick Fuller is fourth, and the 32 of Galvin fifth. Green flag action once again. They're off. They're on their way. So it's Jamie Tomato, who is your race leader now as we enter the third chapter of excitement here as all part of the Bob Whitcomb Enterprises 150. So let's see if Tomato can still hold on to that lead position and take it the rest of the 19 laps to secure the victory this afternoon. George Kent, like you and Nitzko and Rick Fuller have different ideas of the outcome of this race, but right now it's in the hands of Jamie Tomato. It's his race to win or lose. Reggie Ruggiero still slowly moving around the racetrack in the Magnum 44. He gets put down yet another lap. George Kent beginning to leave him with his impression on the back bumper of Jamie's number 2 automobile. Looks low. Tomato still holding on. 15 laps to go. And again, takes a peek underneath. Number 2. Heads to the outside of you and Itzko. We've got a yellow flag out. And it is for S.J. Avancius, who has a problem with the number 35 car. Tree of Howell, the Jersey driver, Jamie Tomato. Rick Fuller was putting the pressure on Mike Iwanitsko. And we are ready to go back on the green. There it is. And George Kent goes right back to work on Tomato. Yellow flag comes out again. Oh, we have a spin on the backstretch. Ellington, Connecticut, the driver Tommy Bowles. In a Bowles Jeep Eagle number 76 loops it around. Flat left front tire, the story on Bowles' entry. In fact, he's got 2 flat tires, both of them on the left-hand side, front and back. Double trouble for Tommy Bowles. And Bowles ambles his way to the pit area. In the 5th position, and they begin to get back on the gas, and back under green we go. To go. Time running out on George Kent. He again begins to apply the pressure to Tomato. Let's spin in turn number 4. Let's see if we go to yellow. No, Charlie Papiak refires, comes back out. We stand to green. No, we don't. We have a yellow after all. Yellow flag comes out. Yellow flag coming out on lap number 148. NASCAR officials just informing me that we will have a green-white checker finish. Green-white checker finish as the Grand Prix NASCAR Winston Modified Tour Pace Car. The clock winding down for George Kent. In his efforts to regain the lead position, 150 laps showing on the Winston Racing Series scoreboard. The yellow lights have been extinguished, and we're ready to go back racing for the completion of the Bob Whitcomb Enterprises 150. again, look to the outside. White flag for Tomato. One final circuit. Again, pulling up on the back bumper, but it looks like it's going to be a case of too little, too late, and it's Jamie Tomato picking up the feature event win. Racking up those fine finishes week after week on the tour. The checkered flag has been eluding him, but finally he manages to hold on to it in victory lane as pictures are being taken. Making the presentation for his victory here at the Winchester 150 at the Monadnock Speedway. Victory lane this afternoon, you were certainly right.
Yeah, Jamie said it felt real good. He's the driver. He got us where we are.
Obviously, this association between you and Jamie working out very well. Current point lead on the Winchester Modified Tour. How do you feel about that?
Oh, we're happy. He has full control of the car. He just empties my wallet.
Danny has the car, huh? How do you know that financial situation is coming to play, but that will go for now today as Jamie Tomato has brought this beautiful number U2 into victory lane.
Thank you.
And for all you press people, the VIP booth will host Jamie Tomato in a bit. Let's get a few words with the Jet. Jamie Tomato, you said it earlier, you're going to be in victory lane, and here you are.
Oh, it's unbelievable, man. What a great feeling. It's been a long, long time. Nothing can replace this moment. I mean, I won a lot of races, but I was in such a downfall as far as trying to win a race. This is great. If we can keep this up now for the rest of the season, we'll be in good shape for the rest of the season.
You said earlier in the season that although you're leading in the Winchester Modified Tour points, you still want to grab that win. It's sort of like an insurance policy for you. You got to feel that way today.
Oh, definitely. Got the monkey off her back. Matter of fact, I was laying in the truck. I didn't feel too good because we drove all night, and my throat's kind of bothering me. And racing with Jesus said a little prayer for me, and I guess them things work.
What about some of the people that help you out here on the car as far as your sponsors go and your crew, and of course your car owner, Danny Yost?
Well, that's the main thing. Without Danny Yost, I would not even have a ride today. I got fired at the end of last year with the 99 car, and he was good enough to give me a car, and we're showing him what we can do now. And all my guys, Mike Clayton, Bud Van, Little Mikey, Tim Hayes, Buzzy, I just can't do it with all them guys.
Jimmy, you're current leader on the Winchester Modified Tour as far as the points go. You've increased on that lead today. Do you look forward to a championship, or are you going to just let things go throughout the season and see how everything develops?
Well, I've been racing for 15 years. I've never won any type of championship on any type of car, and I've raced these cars my whole life. So that's my main goal, to win that championship.
Well, 1990 could be the year for the Jet. Jamie Tomato from Howell, New Jersey. He has brought the car into victory lane, and a fine run. He's earned himself the Richie Evans Speedway Scene Performance Award as a result of his efforts. And Richie Gallup, you've got to feel real good. A brand new automobile. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a Sherry Cup car, and I'd really like to thank the owners and the team. It was only the third time out with the car, and they're really doing a great job, and I just can't thank the whole operation enough.
Well, fantastic run in the Sherwood Industries Pontiac for Richie Gallup. Again, he has earned himself the Speedway Scene Richie Evans Performance Award. He'll receive a check for $200, and at the end of the season, the driver that has accumulated the most amount of performance awards will receive an additional $1,000 from Speedway Scene. The car had to be running good all afternoon. A little problem at the beginning, though, with battling with Reggie Ricciardo and Jamie Tomato. What went through your mind at that point? in the number 2 spot in today's Whitcomb 150. We'll get a quick word with Mike Iwanitzko. Michael, finishing in the number 3 spot, you've got to feel real good about that this afternoon.
Yeah, I feel great about it. We're just basically trying to get some top 5s here and hopefully move up in the point standing, so I'm happy with that.
We've talked about many times the addition of your new crew chief, Tom Baldwin Jr. It's got to have helped out quite a bit.
Yeah, the car was perfect today. I bounced off the wall on the front straightaway in the beginning of the race and it bent the rear back a little bit and made the car a little loose, but other than that, it was perfect.
Well, a good showing for Mike Iwanitzko, the 3rd place finish here at the Monadnock Speedway for the Whitcomb 150. That's going to wrap it up as far as the Winston Modified Tour is concerned.
Well, we've got a grade. And Jeff Beckwith gets rudely spun into the infield at the start. Dave Sutherland breaks out on top, and he comes off of turn number 4, and he'll lead lap number 1. Sutherland, your leader, Bob Marion, running in the 2nd position. Then it's a battle for 3rd between Tim Creamer and Bobby Skinger, and here comes Chris Woods with the number 2X automobile. Skinger pulls side by side with Bob Marion, and they're 3 wide coming off of turn number 4. A lot of dicing for position, and it's Bobby Skinger moving into 2nd with Tim Creamer looking good for 3rd. Bob Marion won't give it up without a fight. He's coming on strong on the outside with a 442. Roger Charette coming up. He is threading the needle through traffic with a number 71 car, and he is already up to challenge in the top 5. Roger Charette putting on a driving clinic on how to drive the outside of the Monadnock Speedway. The area that is said by many is not exactly the best way to get around this racetrack. And he is door handle to door handle with Bob Marion, and he is taking over the 3rd position. Skinger sees daylight underneath Dave Sutherland. They tap each other. Sutherland way up high off of turn 4. Skinger dives low. Bobby Skinger side by side with Dave Sutherland Jr. all the way down the backstretch. Neither one of them giving up an inch to the other. And at the line, it was a slight advantage to Skinger, so he leads lap number 7. Sutherland will not give it up, however, and he runs super strong on the outside. Roger Charette waiting to find racing room on the inside, and he finds that racing room. Charette takes over the 2nd position from Sutherland, and he will now go after Bobby Skinger. Takes a look at the outside. And here they are side by side to the start-finish line, and the edge goes to Roger Charette. But Skinger fights back on the inside. Good racing action. Charette again, edging out ahead. The number 2X with a problem on the backstretch. Yellow flag comes out. So we're under yellow as Chris Benson Woods appeared to have a problem with the number 9X. 2X automobile. I'll get that right for you. Hopefully his crew can make quick work of whatever his problem is and get him right back into the competition. Chris Woods, one of the up-and-coming on the inside, Bobby Skinger on the outside, a new battle. Slowly moving down the backstretch. The pace will quicken as they get into turn number 3, and the green flag is out. Charette gets the fight, and he resumes as the race leader. Stone try to make a sandwich out of Bob Marion. Tom Carey Jr. working the inside of the racetrack in a superb style, and he moves into the third spot. Right in his back bumper, the 5 Vermont of Rob Cross. Ed Stone way up on the racetrack down the backstretch, and he is losing considerable ground. Rob Cross losing it. He takes a quick trip into the infield, and he'll be back out as we stay under yellow. Tom Carey Jr. quickly closes in on Bobby Skitcher, and the battle is shaping up for the second spot, but a black flag has come out for Tom Carey Jr. as smoke begins to build from the rear corner area of the 5 Junior. Yellow flag is out for Tim Creamer, as Creamer loops around the number 6 of Benny's Auto Body, number 6 entry. Tom Carey Jr. just being given the bad news that the car is smoking. And Chan Stevens advising Tom Carey Jr. that he has to go to the pit area and have that problem solved. Apparently the problems with Tom Carey's 5 Junior are terminal. He will not be able to continue. Green is out. Roger Charette picking up where he left off. Dave Sutherland Jr. with a problem with the number 35. The Riverside Videos and Grocery, number 35, dropping off the pace. Rob Cross dives under Bobby Skitcher. The race is for the second spot. And Cross takes away the position. Mary Gray following through. Gray moving into third. So it's Buick's running 1-2, the 71 to number 5 Vermont. 18 laps in a record book. The yellow flag is out once again as we have a spin on the backstretch. It will be the number 82 car. Mike Park spinning. And back to green we go. Mary Gray immediately goes to work on Rob Cross. Cross fights off the approach of Mary Gray, and he holds on to the second spot. Charette begins to open a little daylight between himself and Rob Cross. Tom Carey Jr. still having a problem, as you can see smoke bellowing out of the back of the New Salem Auto 5 Junior. Laps down, 3 to go. Rob Cross has begun to close in. One seemingly insurmountable Charette lead has been virtually wiped out, as Rob Cross is going to make a race out of this. Charette seems to be slowing down. White flag. Can Charette hold on for this final lap? And coming, oh, we've got a spin, and Rob Cross, tough break, he goes around. Checker flag comes out for your winner, and it is the number 71 of Charette.
Of Bob Skinzer. Skinzer, of course, having quite a bit of hard luck just about everywhere, really deserving of this third place finish.
Putting on a superb performance with his Buick Grand National. Just as soon as the picture taking ceremonies are over, we'll call Roger over and get a few words with him. To our feature event winner, Roger, and the guy that I've nicknamed the Rabbit, Charette. You sure hopped around the track like a rabbit and won in fine style. Roger, you've been really on a roll. You've been running very well at the Riverside Park Speedway. You've decided to join us here at Monadnock this afternoon. You turned an equally fine run. The car is running superb, and another victory. What can we say?
Yeah, the car is running great, and we're going to continue running up front as long as we can. I got to thank all the guys that work on it behind me here. They're excellent.
Well, would you like to mention names and mention some of your sponsors that are behind this operation?
Yeah, 1812 Paint and Body and Settergren Auto Sales. They help us out a lot. And Ron, Paul Keeler, Steve, Dale, they're all excellent.
Well, a fine feature event win for Roger Charette as he takes down the win in the 25-lap late model street stock feature. How about a nice round of applause for Roger, the Rabbit Charette. Finishing second is Barry Gray, the driver of number 29, and third spot going to the number 88 of Bobby Skinner. How about a nice round of applause for these two fine gentlemen. Thank you very much. And here they come off of turn number 4 down to the start-finish line to take the green. Problems right off the bat as 3 cars loop in unison in turn number 4. And that brings out the yellow flag. Here they come. We have a green. Gary Knight Jr. on top, but he is being made into a sandwich as Rob Goodenough takes the inside groove. Robin Murray decides to back out on the outside. Roger Raymond moving into second with the Ford. Jim Boniface with the number 27. And he's up to the third spot, followed very closely by Jerry Marquis in the 28X. Roger Raymond trying to set up Rob Goodenough with an inside move off of turn 4. Goodenough managing to hold on to that lead position. Funky Karen looks to make a move on the outside. He ranges up to the right of Jerry Marquis. Aaron an effort to try to keep his win streak going. He's won a couple of them. Down, 25 to go. Rob Goodenough still on top. We've got a yellow flag. And as we look yonder to turn number 2, we see Dave Prime right before the Granite State barrier with the Gibson Golden Value Appliance number 43. Well, they begin to stand on it, and we are back under green. Well, Goodenough holding on to his spot, but here comes Jerry Marquis. Marquis on the high side of Jim Boniface. Roger Raymond decides it's about time to make a move on the outside for himself. Flag, 4 cars involved in turn number 4, the number 77, the number 17 Mazda 44, and the number 43. The number 77 driving right over the left front of Ron Alger Jr.'s number 17 Massachusetts. See what other damage might be done to the left front of that race car. Green is out. Jim Boniface comes to life as he makes a move under Roger Raymond. The battle is on for second, all the way back through 5th as Punky Karen begins to dive low and start picking off cars on the inside. He manages to get by Jerry Marquis. Roger Raymond committed on the outside. He has to do or die out there. He either has to get by Rob or go all the way back to the 5th position. Roger Raymond not appearing to get the fight on the outside. However, he is managing to fight back against Karen. It would appear to be a losing battle, however. Well, Raymond is fighting back. Perhaps we spoke too soon. 3-wide action off of turn 4 as Marquis attempted to put his 28X underneath Punky Karen and Roger Raymond. Halfway point, 18 laps down, 17 to go. The top 5 cars running nose to tail. Punky Karen dives low. And we have contact made between Jim Boniface and Rob Goodenough. And Goodenough spins out in turn number 2, bringing out the yellow flag. Green is out. Punky Karen goes to the outside of Jim Boniface. Jerry Marquis and Punky Karen dicing it out for second. Marquis takes the second spot away from Karen. yellow flag is back out once again. We have debris just before turn number 3, necessitating a yellow flag on lap number 20. Into number 29, Junior, as he's got the 5th position. And we have a green. Marquis underneath Boniface. Boniface fights him off. Marquis again goes low. And that lap happens to go to Marquis. Boniface tries to make a comeback. They come into contact with each other, and it's Marquis still holding on to the lead position. Funky Karen dies low under Boniface. And we have an incident over in turns 3 and 4. 3 cars are involved. Peter Daniels, number 76. The 1 New Hampshire of Rob Goodenough, and the number 44 of Rit Dulac. Now they bring out yet another caution flag. Feature event taken care of. We've got a green. Oh my, we've got another yellow. And the green is dropped. Boniface's car begins to smoke once again as he goes down the backstretch. Black flag for Jim Boniface. So everyone will be moving up, and now it's Funky Karen in 2nd, Roger Raymond 3rd, Fran Colson 4th, and Brett Rollins 5th as the remainder of the field manages to get by the Genuine Draft, Miller Genuine Draft number 27. Tough break for Boniface, who was running real strong. This time around, it'll be 5 laps to go for Jerry Marquis, who has a sizable lead over our 2nd place runner just crossing the start-finish line, Funky Karen. Roger Raymond, a very close 3rd. Then we tail off a little bit to the number 29 car of Fran Colson, who is now being threatened by Peter Jarvis in the number 76, as Peter works him over for that position. Peter Daniels, with the number 76 car. Dulac spins into the infield with car number 44. 2 laps to go for Marquis. A white flag, final lap. Down to the checkered flag, your winner, Jerry Marquis.
home in position number 2 in car 121, and third to the 62 of Roger Raymond. Momentarily, John Beardy will be going trackside with our winner, the ever-so-popular Jerry Marquis.
Seems when you're not doing it with the modified, you're doing it with the pro stock. Another fine win, and it was another, well, pretty tough run. The competition gave you a good go again this week, and you came out on top again.
Yeah, there was a bunch of B-stacks there in the beginning, and we kept on shuffling positions, and I didn't think we were going to go anywhere after Punky got in front of us, and with Boniface in front of his stuff, it looked like it was going to be kind of tough there for a while, but everything worked out. I guess the track got a little slick, and everybody started pushing the nose, and we got hooked up just right. We left the rear all loose all day long, and it just worked out super well for us. I'd like to thank the guys that gave me this ride here, Dougie and all the boys. They do a super job getting the car ready, and it helps us to get us here in Victory Lane. I'd like to thank all their sponsors, too.
Well, very good indeed. Another fine win for Jerry Marquis, the driver of the number 28X. Taking a fine second place finish, the number 121, it's Punky Karen. And third spot goes to the number 62 of Roger Raymond.
Get them on the way, here they come. And we've got a green. It is Ed Bodreau off into the Ola race lead with car number 78. Here comes Pappy Crowell on the outside. He takes the lead just like that down the back straightaway. Here comes Alan Manaki in car number 4. He takes over second. 3 wide as they head through turns 3 and 4 with Nelson Green backing out of it in car 7, New Hampshire. Green getting way up high, taking Deep Alexander with him as we've got a battle for the lead. 4 wide as they head down the back straightaway. Brett Belton, Casey Hansen, Kelson Green, and Deep Alexander. Alexander able to pull away the most in car number 44. Back up front, a battle for the lead as Alan Manaki takes over in car number 4. Leading Pappy Crowell in position number 2, followed by Kevin Green, Gail Lavoy, all the way up to position number 4 with car number 66. Big Jim LaFortune and Chris Wenzel battle to see who's going to round out the top 5 as Steve Alexander moves into contend off turn number 4. Here comes Kevin Green in the 1 New Hampshire on the outside of Pappy Crowell in the battle for position number 2. Dale Lavoy looks to contend for the 3rd spot with car number 66. And quite a distance behind the group of 3 cars battling for second is the one of Big Jim LaFortune currently rounding out the top 5. Here comes Green on the outside, but Pappy Crowell is able to hold on. Is Alan Manaki looking for his first feature event win ever in car number 4. Nelson Clayton with car number 7 New Hampshire falls back yet another spot. Apparently with a mechanical problem in car number 7 New Hampshire. Clayton moves into second with the 1 New Hampshire as Gail Lavoy ducks into third in the 66. Pappy Crowell runs in the 4th spot. Then it is the 11 of Fred Felton. A lot of slow traffic getting in the way of our top 10 competitors. Alan Manaki way out ahead with car number 4. Dale Lavoy running in the 3rd spot. Pappy Crowell's 4th. Fred Belton looking to make it 3 in a row with the 11 as he heads to the outside in the battle for 5th. He takes over position number 4, leaving Crowell back to 5th and Big Jim LaFortune in 6th. For Alan Manaki in car number 4, we've got trouble over in car number 2. Chris Lashaway is off the racing surface in car number 45. However, he is far enough off the racetrack so that we can stand or green as the white flag comes out for Alan Anaki, car number 4. Far behind him is the 1 New Hampshire, Kevin Clean, the 66 of Gail LaVoy, and the 11 of Fred Felton running in the 4th spot. Here they come, down for the checkered. Alan Anaki, car number 4, takes down the victory. Here they come for 2nd, Kevin Clean, then it's Gail LaVoy in for 3rd, Fred Felton 4th. Here comes Tabby Crowell in the 01, he takes 5th, followed by Laportu, Wenzel, Hansen, DeRoser, and Kelson Clean to round out the top 10. Visiting victory lane for the first time ever, Alan Anaki in car number 4, the Virgin.
Well, I got straightened out on a few issues myself. Is that last season it was Bob Anaki who was driving car number 4, and that was the son, and this is Pops now that's driving the car, and he's duplicated what his son did, finding victory lane with basically the same automobile, correct?
That's it. And, you know, Bob this year has spent a little more time catching up on schoolwork, and that's kind of why I'm driving it.
How do you like driving a mini stock?
It's different. You know, it's a lot different than you first imagined. This is obviously my first year.
Well, you come through in fine style. Didn't take you long to end up finding victory lane, and perhaps down the road many more victories will come Alan Anaki's way. Congratulations once again, Alan. How about a nice round of applause for Alan Anaki, who takes down a win in the BMW. Finishing second, the number 1 New Hampshire, turning in a fine performance. It's Kevin